No important documents were lost.
But there were 27 state computers destroyed. How long it will take to get replacement computers out, we don't exactly know. Pretty quick, we expect.
County leaders said there was minimal service disruption at the job center. The roof should be completely fixed in about a month. It was sticky today.
Gross.
It's kind of a little yucky out there.
Icky,
yeah.
Not a big fan.
No.
I do not like heat or humidity.
Neither one?
Neither.
Okay.
They can both kind of stay away from me.
So it's a great day for you is what you're saying.
Yes, perfect. I'm kind of known as the grumpy old man in the weather center, I think. I think that's what a lot of people see me as. So not a fan of today's weather. If you're not either, it's going to change here very quickly. Right now things are quiet and we are starting to cool down out there right now, quite in Xenia, with the temperatures falling back into the 70s, and we will quickly be falling back into the 60s as well soon enough, with those winds shifting out of the north, and the dew point temperatures are already starting to fall off. That's good news for us, but look at the how close that dew point temperature, 69 degrees and 73 for the air temperature. Once those two meet up, that is often where we start to see the formation of fog, and I do believe that's what we're seeing in several locations off towards the north. Why specifically the north right now? Well, this is the cooler air, so we kind of have the same humidity that's locked in for right now, but the temperatures from north to south are really going to fall rapidly throughout the overnight hours, and that is where it's going to kind of wave in. I do believe we'll see this fog continue to creep towards the south, but right now in Bell Fountain, our sensor is indicating 1.5 miles of visibility. That's pretty darn low. Once you get below 1 mile, that's considered dense fog, so we're starting to see some of that pick up. Right now, quiet and relatively clear skies overhead for a large portion of the area. What that does is it allows the temperature to drop down quicker than it would have if there were clouds hanging around, so that will also play a part. But right now, northwest winds continuing to push in some dry and cool air throughout the overnight hours. I just mentioned 69-degree dew point temperature in Dayton, about 71 in Fort Wayne, but it is a sharp contrast from Fort Wayne to Michigan. So that's where the drier air is located that we expect to see eventually moving in. I do think we're going to lean a bit humid as we go throughout the day tomorrow, but late in the day and especially into Thursday and Friday, that's where things start to improve. Taking it out into the ocean, things have been very quiet thus far in the tropics, specifically the Atlantic Ocean, but we still have a lot of time left in hurricane season, or approximately about 85% of the season is still left, so a long ways to go. Peak activity right around September 11th, and I do believe towards the end of this month, and especially as we approach the beginning of September, we're really going to see hurricane activity pick up quite a bit in the Atlantic and in the Gulf of Mexico as well. Overnight tonight, partly cloudy skies. That fog is already forming. I do expect it to creep its way towards the south. I cannot tell you for sure if it has an impact on schools or not. That's kind of hit and miss. You don't necessarily know what one location of fog is going to look like as compared to another. However, there is already fog out there. 65 degrees for the low temperature, so the cooler temperatures are moving in, and as promised, we're going to see some slightly more comfortable conditions move into the region as well. Tomorrow, leaning less humid, starting off at about 70 degrees at 8 o'clock towards the afternoon, only topping off with a high temperature about 81. Chance for storms later in the day as well, so starting off with fog into the afternoon, we're watching those storms popping up. Temperatures are on the way down as we head tomorrow, Thursday, and into Friday. We'll be comfortably right around the average high temperature of 82 or 83 degrees, and we start to see that heat and humidity move its way right back in as we head into the weekend, so things getting quite uncomfortable by the time we do head into Sunday. Watch out for that chance for storms there tomorrow. That's going to be in the afternoon hours. More comfortable air is moving in for Thursday and Friday. Plenty of sunshine there, and then hot and humid by the time we get back into the weekend. Meteorologist Dante Jones will be in at 4:25. He'll have the latest to help you plan your day.
All right, thanks, Jesse. Pet owners are now warned about toxic algae that can be found in local lakes and ponds. Veterinarians said blue-green algae can kill dogs if they ingest it. It causes liver damage, respiratory paralysis, and organ failure. In recent weeks, several dogs across the country have been poisoned after swimming in contaminated waters. Experts said the algae gets worse as the temperature goes up. Students had trouble getting home after their first day back to class. The mix-up that left parents waiting at a bus stop for over an hour.